new team, a new roster with some younger players as well, and they took a win versus the established big. Let's see if HellRaisers can continue in their stride, or if things will be crushing and a little more real than we expect. Astralis on the CT side of Dust2 already with a bit of a boost. Device finding Angel in the lower tunnels and kickstarting with a 5-on-4. Immediately look at the change of pace in Astralis. They back off towards the site. Glaive's left for solo mid. We regress on long for this CT side, and Bomb not spotted but picked back up and lower as HellRaisers try and get up this catwalk, but Astralis are not giving them the room.
Yeah, they have managed to get players by and onto the catwalk, but this has been very telegraphed to Astralis. Now, Dupree going to get dinked down over here in mid, and that will force him away for the time being. Device now responsible for holding down the cross, and he looks to answer the call, already tapping down LOL, and they're able to get the bomb across at least and into the bomb site, so the bomb plant is available for HR now. It's going to go down for short, and Nuki is set up here, now has Issa alongside him. There are still 2 smokes on Astralis though, and that's going to cause some problems in this post plant for the HellRaisers. Smoke down over towards short, and that is going to hold back this defense. Issa and Nuki try to barrel through, and they get picked up. Oscar falls on the back of getting one, and Astralis will find the pistol round here on Dust2.
Yeah, some very clean shots there by Device as well, getting that pick to lower and even following up with the one tap onto catwalk. Bomb plant for HellRaisers will facilitate that 3rd round buy to be even better than usual. I don't imagine we'll see the 2nd round force here unless they have some crazy B spawn. This is not the map for force buys, especially on that T side. The Eagles are about the only pistols that are going to find any effect in Dust2. HellRaisers, they agree. Glocks, nothing else. Maybe a flashbang to get them up into a bomb site. It's actually a couple of AKs coming through, so they are going to be going for hero guns. And in fact, just fully committing to this investment. Fair enough. This buy is damn good. 2 Galils, 2 AKs rather, 2 scouts. Considering for a 2nd round buy, it's good, but Astralis are also equipping 3 rifles on their CT side, so should be aware of this possibility. And of course, utility is lacking for the likes of HellRaisers. They are afforded a lot of control towards middle for free. We've got that back CT position from Zipnix watching mid, passive here, allowing HellRaisers to take a mid to B if they want, but right now they just take the free catwalk control, send Oscar up to look for a pick, and he should spot Device on this next peek. Instead, taking the fight to Zipnix, won't see the head, finally realizes it and just decides to bail. Now Astralis know that this force buy is in play. They've seen guns on the side of HellRaisers, but they've seen them in not the way they would hope. Lau already opening up into middle, drops Zipnix in the spawn, and that opens up for a potential mid to B here for HellRaisers.
But it looks like they might just fall back into this cat play once again. All 5 players grouped up here. Device does lie in wait in the other side, and he was pretty key in the pistol round. This time a man has gotten by him. Device brought down low, but helped out by Glaive over towards long. Damage is being found, and that allows Dupree to swoop in and find a double with the MP5 and nade. 1 by 1, HellRaisers just getting picked apart. They're able to get cat, they're able to get up short, but they don't get any further than that. This A-side defense from Astralis has been impressive.
HellRaisers focusing a lot on duels there rather than getting that bomb plant down, especially after they killed Device on the bomb site. Would have been nice to see them try and get that bomb plant in, but to no avail. Astralis 2-0 as expected. It's Deagles for HellRaisers, and they could do with the money, but it won't be till next round. Dupree's actually in lower as well. No armor here for HellRaisers, so it's a perfect round for him to do this. And no mid info as well. Issa has no idea. Dupree only good for 1. The trades are there, and Angel catches Device getting aggressive in middle. The nade from short does catch Nuki down to 20. That's a fantastic grenade from Glaive. And it will keep Astralis alive in this round. A 4-on-3, favouring HellRaisers, but not exactly the weaponry. Couple of guns accessible, but Zipnix has dropped his back in spawn and looks to pick another one up from middle in that smoke. He's unable to find it, doesn't want to overstep here, so will be able to fall back and grab his own. Wherever he's dropped that, I'm not really sure. Maybe within the B-bomb site. Does he even have a gun? Did he buy a gun? I didn't notice. So Zipnix is playing USP here, and that's going to be a bit difficult now because HellRaisers with Deagles plus an M4 and Lau, they're going to walk up towards the A site that only has Glaive here.
Yeah, we're already seeing a lot of this A-side dedication from HR. Now, Glaive's been pretty good at repelling it whenever it's come through, but that's usually been with the support of Device and dupreeh on these fast rotations. This round, he doesn't have that to fall back on, so could be hung out to dry, but HR, they've got a seed of doubt in their minds. They get Angel down into CT. He's cleared this, and now they're going to try and hit B, where 2 players will reside. Zipnik's going to be one of them, who only has that USP to work with. So a lot of this could fall onto the shoulders of Magisk as they peek in from the window, though the lack of the armor really going to come back to hurt HR here. And now they realize they've walked into the stacked bomb site, so Astralis will secure that third. Zipex even able to retrieve the M4, dropped over in mid. So Astralis do get a handle back on that round. They take the third. But now we have a bite back on the cards for HellRaisers.
Yeah, HellRaisers trying to get the read off that maybe there was only one man on that B bomb site would have been the right call to make. But Astralis, knowing that B is so difficult to retake, they keep 2 of their 3 players on it. They would have just gone for the retake A if HellRaisers went up short and got that bomb plant in. Glaive likely would have just fallen back to long. But 3-0 for Astralis, good start. Now the buy is here for HellRaisers, and dupreeh shut down the AWP immediately into middle. Issa does catch Glaive, getting rather aggressive on the catwalk. His gun was sticking out around the corner. So Device looking to try and trade things back up on short. He's going to be unable to do so. The Molotov sending him packing. 2 AWPs here for Astralis, but one of them already gone. Angel just runs up A short through the Molotov and takes down Device. He's going to be already on the A site. Zipnik's the only man here to stop this, and HellRaisers don't want to wait. They don't want to allow Astralis to react to their fast play. Unfortunately, they'll have to. That molly holds them back from getting this bomb site, and it gives room for both dupreeh and Magist to come in through the spawn. Now this plant coming in for short. He does do a good bit of damage, but this bomb plant's still in for HellRaisers.
Yeah, Angel finding another. Now, dupreeh getting that kill has definitely tempted Astralis back into this round. They've even softened up Angel. Zipex on this long wrap. Angel will win that fight, and dupreeh just deciding to back off and save in the 1v2 in spite of how much damage they've been able to find. It will be the HellRaisers securing their first round here on the back of that initial buy. Oh, bit of a choke there.
Happens to the best.
Yeah. Just ran out of talking room in my throat. Is that a phrase?
Talking room?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. HellRaisers, they know what happened. They've picked up their first round, and Angel going ham for them to get it.
When Lal goes for fist bumps or high fives, he always looks like he's been injured in the process. He'll high five and just shake his hand like, ah, dude, your arm. I mean, he is high fiving Issa, so I don't really blame him. HellRaisers. First round, a start here on the T side. They've got the AWP back on Oscar as well. That was saved. Angel with a huge triple entry into that round. It's now limited Astralis to only one of the 2 AWPs that they were running in the prior. dupreeh's now in mid with an M4 playing close. He's got to be careful here. They're going to run right through. Angel going for it, not ready for dupreeh on the corner. That nade missing, but it doesn't make a difference when dupreeh shoots you in the face. Issa unable to get the trade. And immediately into this rifle round, which would reset HellRaisers. They're 2 men down with barely any damage off. Not a good start.
No, certainly not. And Glaive even starting his aggression over here towards long, just as Nuki decides to fall away. If Glaive continues, he's going to get the information that this side of the map is clear. HellRaisers grouping up over here towards B. dupreeh and Magisk lie in wait. And when Magisk holding this close angle, they're playing the bait and switch. dupreeh to try and grab the attention away. And while they're focused on dealing with him, that's where sneaky little Magisk will look to rear his head from this corner. Flash going to go in. Doesn't blind Magisk. dupreeh's got the attention. They have to check close, and they're not going to. Magisk making quick work of this round. Oscar gets flashed off the angle, and Magisk just buying time. So even though they're able to find him, Zipex has already rotated in. And Astralis straight back in with a round, stealing one away from HR. And continuing to build upon this lead.
Yeah, another clean round for Astralis, and great team play as always. Magist is getting the flashbangs off, waiting for his teammates to set him up there on that corner. 4-1 to Astralis. And HellRaisers pistols to play with, not exactly a round you want, but it's not like they've got many other options. 2K per player as they wait for the rifle round in the follow-up. And already Angel getting picked up on long, the AWP as the smoke blooms. Device finds the first. Glaive's hungry for more. Does he realize that Oscar's already gone for the cross? Because he's made his way behind the dumpster. He does. He knows the nade trajectory gives it away, and the spray is good for Glaive, only for one. Issa with the trade. Device still holding here. Doesn't want to give away that free gun. He'd rather take a player as they try and cross for it. And with no utility, HellRaisers have got to take these fights. They shall. Device missing a couple of shots. He's going to get given a second chance at life, and Zipnix has moved in. HellRaisers, they bail. They want nothing to do with this one gun. And Astralis, who have left B, but have Dupree at the top of middle, or watching the top of middle, rather, they might need to rotate Dupree off. And I think he's realized the timing. He could have missed HellRaisers getting through the spawn, and in fact, he has. They are already B-side. So Dupree now playing solo on this site. He's got to go huge, because even though it's only 3 pistols for HellRaisers, that's a lot of targets for 1 AWP. So HellRaisers might be able to get a free kill and a bomb plant here if Dupree doesn't shut them down. There's the first, though, and they're not even through the tunnels. Certainly spelling disaster here for HellRaisers. And nades are coming in from Astralis from middle. Smoke to shut them off in the tunnels, and HellRaisers rather dueling than just rushing the bomb site. They're going to be forced out, sent back packing, and 30 seconds left. They're touring Dust2, but they're not exactly getting anywhere.
No, tore to dust, and there's been a big old pile up down in mid. Nuki's left alone. He does have the Deegan armor, but with Magisk holding short down, Astralis will be securing that 5-1 lead, making quick work of HR here. Now, these rounds have been pretty clean for Astralis. That is the worrying prospect now. If you are the HellRaisers squad, they can at least buy up here. You've got the AWP on Oscar. Rifles across the board for everyone else. Oh, Oscar's got some balls on him to run down mid with Dupree on the other side.
It's not the first time.
Device over here at long. These AWPs cleaning this round up. Angel's done what he can. And he has been fragging out for the side of HR, but he'll get put down shortly after. Lol and Issa once again asked to 2vx, 2v4 in this round. But I mean, already, right, they've lost so much map control. They're scared of the aggression. You can see Lol is really taking his time, keeping an eye on top mid, considering this wrap that Astralis could have thrown in. And, you know, 1 minute and 15 seconds left, and you're already worried about this potential mid-aggression. Not a good sign for HellRaisers. They do get the info that it's clear, but Dupree posted up on short. The last time they spotted this AWP, it was crossing over towards B, so will they be ready for it close now at the short angle?
Oh, but he backs off. He hears a nade. Maybe think it was a flash. It was actually a smoke to mid. It's a fake, and he's read it well. Issa getting caught. Leaving just Laul alone. They should know he's here as well. Dupree's back on the angle, and Laul can't get any further. Just every shot with the AWP connecting there for Astralis. 5 kills from those 2 AWPs. I mean, as you said, Oscar immediately picked up running down suicide. There's a reason they call it that. And even into the first rifle round, we saw Oscar run down mid but get caught by the aggressive AWP of Astralis again. These guys are not fearing HellRaisers right now, and it's showing in the score. 6-1 up on the CT side. Another half buy for HellRaisers, but these have proven to be pretty fruitless.
Oh, this time immediate mid-aggression, though. Flash in and over the top to try and get Angel out. Magisk lies in wait. He's flashed off the angle. Could have been a kill there for HR, but not capitalizing on it. Now running into the waiting guns of Zipex and Magisk, both just staring into middle. They've got this crossfire set up, and that could be a monstrous nade. So much damage done. Now, Nuki's got one in the meantime. But Device now rotating into window poses a whole new problem here for HR to try and deal with. He'll make quick work of this push. Lol on the other side. It overstays his welcome a bit, but Astralis, if there's one thing they've got in abundance, is good utility usage. They're going to nade down that mid play before it's even able to come through.
I feel like we've had more nade kills in the first 10 rounds of this game than we had in all the matches yesterday. Already, Astralis, masterclass of utility right now. This is like the only team who can buy a nade in pistol round, and I think it's a good idea. And boy, is it working. 7-1 up. HellRaisers trying to play this fast, long aggression again. Oscar, he has not been getting lucky on these early plays. I think HellRaisers need to slow down in the rifle rounds because they are losing fights, immediately, every time. It's not like Astralis are giving them the room to work with, though. And Magisk back in middle with his utility. Getting caught as that smoke fades. The nade's too deep as well. So there's a pick for HellRaisers. They know that that's a B-side player. So B might be slightly weak right now, and that's why Astralis are backing off of A to support with utility. Zipnik's in the spawn, looking to do that as well. Above the smoke, but gotta be careful. Flashes to push him through from his teammates inside of B. He's down to 2. Nuki with the AWP picked up from the body of Oscar does find damage. So this is the best round HellRaisers have had all maps so far, apart from the one that they've picked up. But Angel getting tagged on the cross back, spots another AWP along, and look at the fast play on short from Issa. Behind the flashbangs, Glaive is still going to be able to get away with 16 points of health, and that leaves HellRaisers now a man down.
Yeah, they've done a lot of damage, but the kills just aren't coming through yet. Dupree, one of the players who's yet to be tagged down, still here at the crossroads, and he's going to take the head of Nuki straight off. LOL is able to get this bomb down. And once again, it is the short plot. Angel resides here. And now with so much damage done onto Glaive and Zipex, you are really relying on Device and Dupree to get you back into this round.
Ooh.
LOL able to find Glaive. Still 2 players creeping up from CT. This is where Angel has to come in and save the day. It's only LOL left standing, but he's made quick work of 2 of these players. Looking for the third. Device able to shut him down as he wins the 1v1 and cements that 8-1 lead now for Astralis.
We had like a buddy system there of Astralis where the 2 low players were also with 1 high HP player. We see Dupree give his AWP to Glaive on long because, of course, Glaive's already tagged up. But Device doesn't give away his AWP. He just switches to the sidearm and wins the clutch, Harry. Deegs down loud on the site. HellRaisers just by the skin of their teeth miss out on another round. And Astralis keep this streak up. 8-1 here on the CT side. 15-3 on Dupree. He's having an absolute hell of a game here on Dust. HellRaisers looking for another mid-pick. Oscar is not going to get given an early fight this time. He's probably pretty thankful about that. We've not seen him with this AWP in a late round scenario. He has been picked up by the early duel of Astralis every single time on this weapon. So hoping for a change, hoping for him to try and find an opener here for HellRaisers.
If I'm not mistaken, right, Nuki used to AWP back in the Imperial,
Yeah.
right? So, you know, I figured maybe we'd look to see that double AWP out for HR a little bit. It's not really something we've ever seen them elect to bring out in many of the series we've seen them play. Now here on Dust, a map that really does lend itself to that double AWP at times. As you can see on the Astralis side, Device and Dupree donning them.
I don't think running double AWP on the T side right now would be a good call for HellRaisers, considering how much they're getting shut out of these angles that Astralis are holding. Their AWPs are wrecking, and HellRaisers need utility to get around it, as is Dust. Can't always respond to firepower with firepower. Glaive here on Goose can be such a threat. HellRaisers are coming up to the A site. Dupree's peeled back off of long. He's already caught a headshot. This is dead. Flash to set Glaive up. He can look away, and they have no idea. 2 kills should be for free, and the bomb gets dropped as well. It's Oscar caught off on short with 30 seconds left. He drops to spawn, but the smoke does cover him from the players on the back line. He's just trying to catch up Dupree on long.
Oh, but Dupree spotted him, and that is enough in and of itself. Glaive still waiting in the back of this bomb set, and Oscar is getting pincered in. This is a horrible spot to be in for Oscar. Astralis, a 9-1 lead here on Dust.
That is insulting, Harry. They won't even give him the duel. They won't give him the fight. They'll wait till they have 4 men ready to peek him. Oh, dear. Poor Oscar. HellRaisers with attack pause here as well, and I think a good time for it. 9-1 up to Astralis. This is not a game I'd want to be playing right now if I was HellRaisers. But you also do have to remember it is versus the best team in the world, and Astralis looking to continue in that stride as well. Looking to top the group here for Group D, and certainly doesn't look like anyone's going to be able to stop them. 3D Max or X3D Max yesterday, they had, pretty sure it was 13 rounds over 2 maps against Astralis. That's decent, to be honest. 16-6, 16-7 for a team that doesn't even have an org. HellRaisers on the other side of things, they are getting quite schooled. 9-1. Back on the scout for Oscar, back on pistols mainly. And desperately looking for something on this T side.
They've just been getting shut down everywhere they've tried to go, though. Astralis really are showing no signs of faltering here. I think, you know, maybe letting 3D Max take a few more rounds yesterday than perhaps they would have liked. They're not looking to make those same mistakes today. Obviously, both these teams top of the group right now, rather surprisingly in the case of HR. HellRaisers, it's looking like it's back to this cat play, but with Zipix holding close over here in mid, he's going to hear all of these footsteps. So Astralis have a very good idea of where HR reside right now. Ooh, lol, creeping into mid, but Zipex here to shut down everybody. Finally, they're able to deal with him, but the second they do, Device is on the other side. Now, Oscar trying desperately to get that one kill. But Astralis, the problem is, wherever you find one, it's almost like, you know, you get the first, and then is it wasps or hornets when they die, like, release some, like, scent to attract the rest, right, to attack. And that's what it feels like with Astralis. You know, they lose Zipix down in mid. The second that happens, the whole swarm of Danes is there on the other side.
Is that what they called a swarm?
A swarm, yeah. That's what you got to reference the Danes as.
It certainly feels like a swarm right now. HellRaisers are getting stung in every part of their body. 10-1 right now. What a dominant start. And maybe a dominant finish if HellRaisers can't find a response. They have 4 rounds left to do so. And look at this utility. Oh no. HellRaisers, they've not even seen anyone yet. And finally they just go into the maws of Zipnix through smoke. He gets 3 kills. Oh dear. This isn't even fair, Harry. Oscar and Lau now last 2 alive, looking to try and turn this around for HellRaisers. Through middle they go, but Magisk is already posted. He's got the info. He can flash himself into the angle. He doesn't need to. Zipnix is looking for the ace, and he might just find it. Bomb under his control. 1-on-1 versus Lau, and Magisk just going to steal it away. It's 11 rounds to Astralis. Not a casualty in that one. And HellRaisers no money again.
And one of the things that does just make Astralis so deadly is how good they are at playing off of one another, right? They've really kind of set the bar for that in Counter-Strike. You know, in all these rounds, you'll always see it's like the guy that HR intend to kill is never really the one who does the bulk of the killing against them, right? They normally get so tunnel-visioned on one man, and then it's these crossfires that Astralis have set up that always seem to reign supreme. Just when you think you've got them right where you want them, you realize, no, wait, they've got us right where they want us.
Yeah.
Play out through mid, and it's a fast one. Now, Dupree not entirely ready for it. Will get helped out by Zipex. They're already into the bomb site, but Dupree and Glaive making quick work of it. Magisk still here and still doing damage. Nuki is the only man left standing, and in a 1v4, he has at least retrieved an M4, but what more can he hope to do? Not much.
Nifty little smoke there from Nuki. He threw a mid to B smoke from actual outside long doors. Pretty long run throw, but I like the idea. The rest of your teammates, it means, of course, can run through tunnels, position that the T's do own at the start of the round, and just split through mid quickly. It means you don't have to run down mid. You don't have to face a potential AWP that might shut you down and get rid of your util. Issue is, Astralis are ready for it, as they always are. 12-1. Going to say we have a long day of games here at the Pro League, but it might not be a long day if Astralis keep this one up. It always seems to be so quick with them. Dupree, again, another opening kill. I'd love to see how many he's taken this map. It's going to be Nuki up Catwalk getting the trade to Zipnix at least. Finally a 4-on-4 that HellRaisers have found themselves in. What will they be able to do with this though? Because Dupree's back up Catwalk. Oscar finally winning an AWP duel, going to be able to shut him down. And now HellRaisers is trying to take the same bomb site. Glaive's utility misses. That might give Astralis, HellRaisers a little more room, but Device is already rotated back up, hitting a headshot. The split up long is perfect from Issa, and it might find HellRaisers another round. They've got 2 players left up on Astralis, getting naded out the CT spawn. They've got to wrap back Cat.
Oh, missed shot from Oscar, though, has afforded the 2v2, and Astralis now back into this round. Bomb planted open. It is planned for Issa down in the pit. Only has an AK to play off of, though, so he is going to be hard-pressed. Nuki has to try and win some of these fights, and he does take the first man down, not the second, though, as Magisk gets the trade.
Oh, no.
Oh, Magisk is sticking it. Issa, oh no. Well, you tried. Astralis 13-1.
That was not the plant that Issa was playing for. I don't think he knew where the bomb was planted.
I think that would have been one of the ones where they say, yeah, it's planted for long.
And
but really, well, like it is, but it's planted for plat more than anything. Yeah.
The long plant is on the right side of that other box. So that's not a long plant. That's just a site plant, Harry. I'm not blaming you. It sounds like I am.
Yeah, I know. I didn't plant the bomb,
yeah, you know.
13-1 and Astralis, they are having no problems right now.
Dupree is 7-0 in opening duels. Astralis have lost one opening duel this map, Harry.
And I bet it was Angel to get it.
No, it was Lau.
Ah. Well, Angel's been looking good, as has, Lol's had his moments, but this round is over. This half is over. 14-1 for Astralis. The Danes dominant as ever as they look to try and take this first map in an overly convincing fashion, arguably too convincing. Can anything go wrong? Can HellRaisers get back into this? It's probably a no, but we'll find out after this quick break.
Dancing on my own when you spill that ramen coke on my t-shirt. Yeah, your eyes made it difficult to get my baby. And the next thing I knew, we were so ready to give in, skin to skin on that baseline. Ooh, you give me that high pitch feel, baby. We shared a cigarette, that is precise. The way you looked at me, couldn't say goodbye. And whatever you did to make it stop, 'cause baby, you make me feel something. And the next thing I knew, we were so ready to give in, skin to skin on that baseline. You give me that high pitch feel, baby. And the next thing I knew, we were so ready to give in, skin to skin on that baseline. Ooh, you give me that high pitch feel, baby. We shared a cigarette, that is precise. The way you looked at me.
Well, Hugo, as you know, I live by 3 very simple rules, and the same rules that Astralis arguably live by as well. Get in, frag out, F off. That is the old axiom, Hugo. And Astralis, they're in the driver's seat right now, as are we. No steering wheel, obviously. An apt metaphor for how HellRaisers must feel in their car. You've got all the pieces of the puzzle in place, but you can't steer the ship. And now HR over on the CT side. Astralis are just one pistol round away, in theory, from taking this map.
2 rounds away if things go well. The flash is fantastic. They have HellRaisers, but Oscar can't hit the shots, and Device will take him down. It's a fast cap play from these Ts, but they won't commit. And Bomb's still at the top of middle. Glaive needs to come join the bounty. The party, maybe. I don't know why bounty, but they're up cat either way with a 5-on-4 and a minute and a half on the clock, so still time to play with for Astralis. They can back off, and you can see Magiska's looking in through the tunnels as well. Still a smoke for mid to B. Astralis looking to fake this B play here. Magisk might just try and push through the tunnels late in the round after these rotates have come through. Astralis flashing Dupree up cat. He drops into CT. Now the rest of them going for the mid to be after all. Magisk going to be splitting tunnels, and Device has already decked Issa in the window. Lau, he's got to essentially win a 1-on-4 here, but he's getting pressured from 3 different positions. Not going to happen. What a pistol round for Astralis. That is next level. They don't even need Dupree in the spawn. He's just there.
Yeah, he's just there to be a nuisance, try and find anything else. And Astralis, they're just hunting down Nuki. You can't say you blame them. 1 round away from the 16-1. Now, there's always room for improvement, Astralis. It's not quite the 16-0, but it's damn close.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be too worried about it.
No,
regardless.
yeah, this isn't what I doubt they're going to go back and watch the VOD for.
The round difference ain't going to hurt them out, Harry. I will tell you that. 15-1. What a score to start off. HellRaisers map pick as well. We got Inferno coming up next. A map Astralis are sitting at 18-0 on at the moment. I think Nuke was good. They hit their 30th win in a row yesterday on that. Great shot from Oscar. He does win that scout duel, but will it be enough? Angel has got to win another, and Magisk shuts him down with the AK. That smoke on long, sectioning off Nuki, and Magisk is looking to finish off the frag, but he's focused on the player on site. Nuki does get the kill. That's an AK dropped, the only AK that Astralis are running, and things might get a little bit more difficult than expected.
Oh, Issa shutting down Dupree. HellRaisers might salvage another round here. Glaive and Zipex left standing, and these two in their own rights, both very good in these clutch situations. But a 2-on-4 is no easy feat, even if it is just the force buy on the other side of it. They've scavenged that Galil from down in mid. They've got 3 players inside of the A bomb site, and this is where Astralis looks set up to try and hit. They lose Glaive, and it's Zipex left alone, 1v4. So much to do and only 50 seconds to get it done, and he's also got to go back and get this bomb. He's desperately trying to win this one gunfight onto Oscar, and Oscar will give it up. A 1v3 now, but it's LOL all the way back in T-spawn, who should solidify this round. He should get a leash on Xyp9x before the Beast is able to devour the ranks of the HellRaisers squad. Ooh, they hear him. I hear him running back through T-spawn. These rotations can come into B now. They know exactly where Xyp9x looks to end up, and he will go running into this 3-man stack into the B bomb site. He thinks he's big-brained them, but they've big-brained him. So HellRaisers will salvage a second round.
Yeah, it's a good call from Lowell. Instead of taking the fight, you don't want to give Xyp9x the 1v4. So just gets the info for his team, sets them up for success, and the round won by HellRaisers. They get the first early couple of kills, and it works out wonderfully for them. Astralis getting close, but no cigar. Now it is just pistols. They do force, though. So Scout on Xyp9x, everyone else degged up. It's not a round that HellRaisers should be having too many problems in, although that Scout already proving to be a bit of a problem down mid, tagging Lowell on the cross. Astralis taking things nice and slowly here. Just waiting to see if HellRaisers give them an early engagement for these Deagles to take away. Oscar might. Oh, but he's been tagged. Oh, what? You just... What do you do against that? Issa trades in mid. Dupree thinks it's clear and tries to grab the gun. He gets shut down, but Astralis still have a 4-on-4, and they're hitting long.
Nuki over at the car. There's not a Molotov to force this peak, so he can do a lot from this position. They have found some... Uh-oh. They found more than damage onto Angel. They've actually killed Angel. Nuki now really does have to try and save this round. They're not going to check the car, though, and that comes back to punish them. Magisk and Xyp9x left alive, and Nuki trying to make quick work of this, but Xyp9x is not giving up easy. They finally get rid of this pesky Scout, and now it is just Magisk remaining. 45 seconds left. He'll catch that Molotov. Picks up the M4, shuts down Issa. This cannot be how Astralis win this map. It's down to the 1v1. LoL on the other side, and no head armor for Magisk means that LoL can mop that one up. They stay alive that much longer.
So we've worked it out now. Lau high-fives fist bumps. I don't know why. Maybe his knuckles are tender and sore, Harry. I really don't know. But, you know, I'm all for it. Throw a bit of change in the wind. Mix it up. Keep it fresh.
Throw change into the wind.
Yeah, you know, donate to the trees. I don't know where I'm going with this. 15-3. Nothing makes sense anymore, Harry. I mean, Astralis is dominating, so this makes perfect sense. And, of course, they're going to get out long. Everyone getting tagged by that util, though. Angel gets decked by the Glocks. Even in a full Glock round, Astralis take a 5-on-4 immediately. And they pick up an MP9 and a smoke. Oh, no. Do they catch the timing? It hasn't been spotted. Issa's just moved off a mid. Now, HellRaisers will rotate back into B, but only one player right now. That's Lau. And if Astralis overwhelm him, things could certainly get a bit dangerous. We have a cat smoke going down from spawn. That will deny Issa info and it will also make him dedicate in towards middle where Astralis are grouping up to hit this B site. Please, do not tell me Astralis are going to close out this map on a full eco. They should get wrecked here by Lau. That's what you'd like to think. And let's see if that's the case, but they're going to push right as this smoke fades.
Yeah, this should just be the mowdown for Lau. This should be his little highlight moment from this map, and it will be. He gets the ace, holds on to a fourth for the HellRaisers. And Astralis now in with a buy over on the T side. Thing is, you know, like usually I would read into this and be like, you know, at some point soon you could start believing in the comeback, but it's just because you're up against Astralis, right? And they did just 14-1 you in the first half. It's going to take a lot more rounds before I'm that convinced in HellRaisers being able to get back into this game. And with this first buy now available to Astralis, the first proper buy we've really seen over on the T side, this is going to be the first test for this HR CT defense.
What have they got for us? Oscar on the AWP. He's on the catwalk. Nuki side by side. Playing anti-flash on the corner. Dupree's already out in middle. Astralis with a big foothold in this round. Despite the early damage done to Glaive. That flash gives Nuki a bit of info, but misinfo. Because Glaive is still here. Just hiding from that pop flash. Lau gets aggressive towards the tunnels, but won't find anything from it. HellRaisers. No info right now. They don't really know where Astralis are, even though it seems blindingly obvious to us with them up cat and in middle. Dupree's just waiting for a timing on this rotate, hoping he can catch Angel getting aggressive inside of the spawn, but HellRaisers are not budging. They have moved the AWP back to long here, which gives Astralis the room to get up catwalk, and they will with a flashbang. 50 seconds as these smokes are being set up. We know how intricate Astralis' pistol round was. I can only imagine this is going to be similar. We have a very similar setup. Smoke up cap, but push through mid. Angel, he's going to be caught off as that smoke blooms, and the player pushes ahead of it. The Molotov sending him packing, but he gets a kill with it. Issa ready on the corner. Device going for a shot. I'm not sure if he's seen him here. Maybe. Zipnix is up close. That shadow gets seen, but Zipnix still wins the fight. Now Astralis splitting the B site through tunnel. Magisk is there at the perfect timing to catch Lau with his back turn. 3-on-3, and the retake is on.
One flash on Angel is all you've got to try and win some of these initial gunfights. Now, one almost gets given up there by Magisk, but you can imagine he's not keen on re-peeking when he doesn't have to, although he will, actually, and offers himself up to Angel. So now Zipex and Device, the only two players left here for Astralis, get one. This wrap from Nuki has to come in, and it will find Device, but the time is ticking away. He does have a kit to work with. Zipex just trying to waste time, trying to buy time for Astralis. And he'll shut down Nuki. That is Astralis taking the map pick of HR in a very dominant fashion. A 14-1 half, ends 16-4 in favor of the Danes. Demolition.